Hello friends, welcome to today's video from the Wedded Wisdom channel. We hope it will be of great help on your journey.
You walk through the door, drop your bag in the corner, and toss a lazy hey toward your wife. Eyes still glued to your phone. Dinner? Quiet, not peaceful quiet, but that kind of silence that feels ... heavy. No questions. No laughter, just forks tapping plates ... Then it's TV time. Not because there's something you actually want to watch, but because that's what you always do. Same spot on the couch, same scrolling thumb, same emotional distance. Familiar? I bet it is ... and if you're still watching this video, chances are. Hi! Your marriage has slipped into autopilot ... and let me tell you, autopilot starts off feeling safe, predictable. You get into a rhythm, you check your boxes. But with time, that rhythm becomes a rut. And that rut becomes a slow drift toward disconnect. Because love, my friend, it needs more than your physical presence. It needs attention, intention, real presence. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, man, this sounds a lot like me, ... Good. Not because I want you to feel guilty, but because recognition is the first step to change. This routine you're stuck in, it didn't happen overnight. It built up slowly, habit by habit. You got busy, you got tired, you got distracted. And before you knew it, you started living next to your wife instead of with her. Here's what's more common than you think. Men who are grinding hard, trying to do the right thing, carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders. And in the process, they switch off the emotional part of themselves. We start functioning like machines. Job, done, bills, paid, trash, taken out, wife, still their ... so we assume everything's fine. But guess what? The marriage is running on fumes, just like reheated coffee. It looks like coffee, it even smells like coffee, but the taste, it's gone. And while you're there thinking everything's okay enough, she's feeling it. The silence. The lack of eye contact. The absence of emotional warmth. She starts to feel alone, even while sitting right next to you. And you don't even realize ... not because you don't love her, but because you're not present. And that's what we need to talk about today. But first, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because around here, we talk about real marriage. No fairy tales, no fluff, just the hard truths and practical steps that help you get back to the love story you started. So, how does marriage end up on autopilot? Simple. Everything turns into a duty. You do what you're supposed to do, but not what you used to do. You remember to pay the bills, you take out the trash, you even bring home the bread. But you forget to look at her. Really look. You forget to say, how was your day? You forget to notice when she changes her hair or when her eyes look a little more tired than usual. And this isn't about becoming romantic or poetic. It's about being intentional. Because when a relationship loses intention, it becomes routine. And routine without connection becomes emotional distance. And that, my friend, doesn't hold a marriage together. So why does this happen to so many men? Because we were taught to measure our worth by our output. If you're productive, if you don't complain, if you solve problems, then you're doing your job. And yes, that's part of it. But in marriage, that's only half the story, the other half. The emotional part, and no, I'm not talking about drama or over-the-top feelings. I'm talking about awareness, noticing when she's stressed, sensing when she's sad, being there, not just in body, but in soul. Because here's the thing, if you're not emotionally present, she stopped trying to reach you. She stopped talking about her day. She stopped expecting you to notice. She stopped hoping for affection ... day by day, without either of you realizing. What was once love becomes survival. She becomes quiet, withdrawn, lonely, even while you're right there beside her. And one day she says, we live in the same house, but I feel completely alone. That line, it hits harder than any argument. Because it's not a fight, it's a funeral for what used to be. And the worst part, it doesn't make noise. This type of distance is silent. It sneaks in, slowly, until one day you look up and realize there's a canyon between you two. But here's the hope. Autopilot can be turned off. You don't need a grand gesture. You don't need some big apology tour. You just need small, real actions done daily. Today. Start today. Look her in the eyes when you speak. Put the phone down. Listen, not just to respond, but to understand. Hug her. Really hug her. Kiss her like you mean it. Ask, how are you feeling? Most importantly, get involved. Because love isn't built on big moments. It's fed by small, steady ones. It's built on presence, on tenderness, on daily care. Marriage needs maintenance. Just like a car, you can't drive it endlessly and expect it to stay smoothed out. If you ignore the warning lights, things start breaking down. Rust shows up. Parts wear out. But if you care for it, listen to it, check in regularly, it lasts. It runs better. It even surprises you. And here's the good news. You don't have to be the most emotional guy in the world. You just have to be real, present, consistent. Show that you still believe in what you two started, that you still choose her, that you're willing to turn off autopilot and get back in the driver's seat together. So tell me, is your marriage really on autopilot? Or were you just waiting for a wake-up call? Because this is it. Right here, right now. The decision is yours. Step out of robot mode. Be the man who shows up fully, daily, intentionally. Because the kind of love that's worth having is the kind you take care of. Even when you're tired, especially when it's hard, every single day. Thank you for staying with us until the end. Truly, from the heart, if this video touched something inside you, I invite you to share it with someone special. Subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. Each one crafted with care, for everyone who believes true love is worth fighting for. Take a look at the other videos on the channel, filled with messages that nourish the soul. See you in the next one. Take care. And take good care of the one by your side.